What's up YouTube, Infected in here, coming at you guys with a Battling Boxer deck profile for March 2014. Now this is a deck profile that has been highly requested after the speed duel video, and I'm finally getting around to it. I'm finally getting back into the swing of things, and I am here making a video, as you could probably tell by my voice, by the title of this video. And if you're going crazy, then I don't know how that's working, how you're hearing me recording this live, but you are. Oh shit, there's a guy at my door. So this is a deck that likes to spam out Lead Choke, and Lead Choke is a really broken boss monster. Not broken per se, but it's really powerful. It requires 2 level 4 Battling Boxer monsters, and its effect reads: if a Battling Boxer monster you control will be destroyed by battle or by a card effect, you can attach one Xyz material from this card instead of destroying one of those monsters. When an Xyz material is detached from this card gains 800 attack. Now, I found this build to be very optimal. I've won a lot of duels with it, on and off camera. So let's get on with the deck. So 3 Sparrer. If you control a Battling Boxer monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's like a Bora. If you do, you cannot conduct your battle phase for the rest of this turn. So of course I'm making it Bora, but fair. Even though Bora is way better, more attack, piercing. But we're not gonna get into that. You can do this for the rest of this turn, which has like a Bahamut Shark kind of effect. So you can attack and then main phase 2 drop him. So I like him because he allows for first turn lead yokes if you're going first. I'm maxing out on him. Feel like it's a good idea. 3 Battling Boxer Headgeared. It's 1000 attack, 1800 defense, and its effect is when this card is normal summoned, you can send 1 Battling Boxer from your deck to the graveyard. Once per turn, this face-up attack position card cannot be destroyed by battle. Now it's really good. It does what it needs to do. It's a level 4 Battling Boxer, helps make Lead Yoke, helps first turn send plays to the grave, deck thin, do lots of things, and it saves itself, and it's 1800 defense if anything. Next we play 3 Battling Boxer Glass Jaw, 2000 attack, 0 defense. When this card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card. When this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target 1 Battling Boxer monster in your graveyard except Glass Jaw. Add that target to your hand. So it doesn't matter how it gets excuse me, to the graveyard by a card effect. Headgeared, Foolish Burial, attack into Mirror Force, stay torrential. You still get his effect to add back a Xyz material. Now I don't know, and it also works with the Xyz materials as long as it's not a cost. Now the only one I know that's not a cost is Lead Yoke's effect to save himself, or any Battling Boxer, and Maestroke's effect to save itself is not a cost. But if it's a cost, you don't get the effect. Now it sets up for good plays, because when every time it goes to the graveyard, even if they attack into him and his own effect destroys himself, he will still get to add a card back from your graveyard to your hand. So he just allows for consistency, and late game just going Glass Shot, adding back Switch Hitter, something Switch Hitter, Glass Shot, attacking is fantastic. Now Switch Hitter is your Debris Dragon. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 Battling Boxer in your graveyard, special summon that target. You cannot special summon any monsters during the turn you activate this effect except Battling Boxer monsters. Very good. Pretty much makes Lead Yoke turbo. You can just attack, you don't have to overlay, and they don't get destroyed during the end phase. So you can go him, special him, and that's 3500 attack if you do a direct attack. So that's great. He's pretty much your 1-card Lead Yoke again. But we have a utility extra deck because of course Sparrer. We can just normal summon this, not use effect, and then special summon a Sparrer and make a rank 4 play. We can use Battling Boxer Spirits to make another rank 4 play. So we're not limited to only Battling Boxers in this deck, but Switch Hitter is itself limited to only Battling Boxers. Yeah, so it's a good card, don't get me wrong. You have to play 3 of it. You can even bring back himself if you need to. But a cool play in this deck is going Switch Hitter, special summoning Glass Jaw, overlaying into Lead Yoke. Let's say Lead Yoke dies. The first time you detach Switch Hitter, the second time you detach Glass Jaw's effect triggers, you add back Switch Hitter to your hand. Then next turn you normal summon Switch Hitter, special summon Glass Jaw, overlay for another Lead Yoke. So it helps for making XC plays for days, or just swinging for a ton of damage. Now I play 2 Counterpunch, which is a Kalu. You can banish it from either your hand or your graveyard, and a Battling Boxer monster gains 1000 attack until the end phase. You can only use 1 Counterpunch per turn. I'm pretty much trying to make Kalu as fair as possible. You can honestly just cut this out if you don't feel comfortable running it. But first turn you can go like Headgeared and send it if you want to. I don't know. It's good. It's definitely a 2 of. I could cut it down to 1. I could see myself cutting it to 1. I could see myself cutting it at all to 0 if I didn't need it, because honestly you just need those 12 monsters to fully capitalized of lead yoke deck. Now Thunder King is great. I win the games just Thunder King setting traps, setting land, setting MST, using Kaiser, and it's just so good. Thunder King wins games by itself. It's a really good card. You really need to just run it on its own if you can. Now for spells, I've decided to play 2 Pot of Duality just for consistency. Going first on Headgear, Rhoda, Foolish, and then Duality for deck thinning for days is great. I don't like 3. That's just me. Not in this deck at least. I usually play 3, but I don't know. You can definitely, you can just change ratios to whatever you feel comfortable. Again, you can just count the counter punches and add in another duality. You can find room for upstart if you want to upstart this deck. I don't feel the need to it. 2 lances protecting your monsters is great. Lead Yoke definitely does protect itself, but just saving Lead Yoke's effect for something else. Running over something with any of your other monsters. Protecting Thunder King Ryo basically is really good. 3 MSTs is necessary in this kind of format. I think 3 MSTs has been a staple for quite a while, except maybe when excuse me, when Dragons first came out that they didn't play traps, but soon after we still needed to run 3 MSTs, and 3 MSTs has been a staple. Rhoda, everything's warrior except Thunder King. Foolish Burial, again, you can send either counter punch for if you need it. You can send Glass Shot to gain its effect. You can send whatever you want to revive with spirits. It's just a good card. Dark Hole is good because you can Dark Hole. Like, let's say you have Lead Yoke, they have 5 monsters. You Dark Hole, you can activate Lead Yoke's effect to save itself, and then all 5 of your opponent's monsters die. So I like Dark Hole in this deck. Book of Moon, it's a pseudo spell and trap. I do like Warrior Returning Alive. Just target 1 Warrior type monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can just return Lead Yoke to your extra deck. You can add back a Switch Hitter. You can add back any warrior, 2 Kaiser, great meta call. Honestly, I've been winning locals recently a lot because of Kaiser by itself, so I'm trying to splash in Kaiser in every deck I can. 2 spirits, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard and target 1 boxer monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in face up defensive position. You can only activate 1 per turn, so it's pretty much like a pseudo monster reborn for the deck. Cool thing though is if you like mill counter punch, or if you mill Glass Jaw, you gain Glass Jaw's effect, that kind of thing, and it just helps speed up rank 4 / Lead Yoke plays. Now for traps, I just play my favorite traps of this format: Warning, Double Mirror Force, Compulse, Bottomless, Torrential, great because again Lead Yoke saves himself. 3 Fiendish Chain just because effect negation. You can definitely take out the Mirror Forces for the prisons if that's what you want. 3 Lead Yoke, Blade Armor, Excalibur, Maystroke, Black Ship, Cowboy Dweller, Photon Pappy, Gemini Pearl, Utopia, Direwolf, 101, and Exciton Knight. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck profile. If you did, wow, I said that weird. If you did, I'll please ask you guys to leave a like rating down below and comment down below any other thoughts you guys might suggest for other people wanting to play this deck in the comment section below, and just discuss about this deck. I personally think this deck is a really fun deck. I don't think it's too competitive, although it has stopped regionals. Personally, I don't feel comfortable running this at a big event, and I'm all for tier 2 decks, or this is like a tier 3 deck. I'm all for non-meta decks, but I don't feel comfortable running this at a competitive event. But on Dueling Network, it does good. Casual play, it does great, and it's just a fun deck if you want to play a fun deck. So hopefully you guys enjoyed again. Thank you guys so much for watching. In fact, is in and out. Have a good one, guys. Peace.